All right, so let's say you finished all your footage for your animated logo. Now we need to take those AVIs that you've rendered, or AVI. If you just have one, that's fine. But some of y'all have multiples, and that's good too. You're going to take those AVIs that you have rendered now and compile them into one project here using Adobe Premiere. So when you open this up, what I would do is just go to New Project, give it a name, so you can call it Animated Logo. I'm just going to call it Sample for mine. Um, and then make sure you know where you're saving it to. Hopefully you're doing this to your H drive and not to the desktop like I am. So I'm going to click OK. And it's going to start to build up my screen here. And I'm in editing mode right away. So what I want to do now is using my media browser, I'm going to go down here and I'm going to start to locate where I have my videos. So I'm going to get into my tutorials, and I have 4 videos that I've just played around with back when we did our blob mesh stuff. I can preview them just by scrubbing over them, and I'm going to take those, I'm going to drag them over here into my media, drop media here to create sequence. I'm going to create my sequence, import it, and it pops up there. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing with this one, import it and drop it in here. Now I notice where it kind of left me, um, it pushed it off to the side. So um, this is very small. So if I want to zoom into that, I'm going to squeeze that right there. So let's go into, let's pick up this one now and drop it. I'm going to snap it right there in place. And they should snap in place. Okay, so now I'm going beyond. So I want to change this so it's a little bit easier for me to manage. I'm going to snap that into place there too. So I've got videos, I've got my AVIs now, they're all in place right here. Now what I want to do is add sound. So this is where you can start adding your sound bites according to um, your video here. So if you have background, just a background ominous music or whatever, or say I have something that goes splat, 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 I can do that. If I'll record myself saying splat, 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 then I can do that too. But anyways, I have a video, or not a video, I have a sound file that I already found, and I'm going to snap it right here into place. I have enough room for another run, so let me look around and see what else I can find to throw in here. Otherwise, I'm left with a bunch of dead time. So let me take a look here, see what I can locate real quick. I'm on my desktop. Let's look at my downloads. Animation. Here's one. I don't know whose this one is, but I'm going to add it to mine. And there we go. So when I go to play it, I can kind of preview it here, see what it sounds like. I can make adjustments, add a ton of sound files if you want to. I feel like there should be like something else right there, some sort of sound, kind of drops the beat. So anyways, let's say that's done. I have compiled videos here. I have my extra my sounds right here. If you wanted to get into effects in different parts of this, you can. There are different audio effects, video effects that you can get into. This is completely up to you because I'm not getting into this right now. This is a whole other thing. So what I'm going to show you is basically compiling videos, compiling sound. Now I'm ready to export. So this is ready to go. So I'm going to go now to export. I'm going to export my media and wait about 5 years and maybe something will happen. Let me try again. Export media. All right, so finally opened up. So I'm in my export media window after it's finally opened. My format right now, it says AVI. I don't want AVI. Um, I think our computers can handle this. So far, they've been all right. So let's switch it over to H.264, and that will change. Preset says match source, high bitrate. Let's change it down here to YouTube 1080p. And let's look down here. Height and width look good. Everything looks fine so far. Frame rate is at 30. All this looks fine. So at this point, my window's oddly larger than my screen. So change that. And I'm just going to go to export. Um, this should go by pretty quickly because it's already taken files that you've already completed. And it's just basically meshing them together. So, and creating one final format out of it. So this should be done in just a few seconds. And then where you're going to find that, if you paid attention to where you have that located, know your output, because right here it tells you where that is. Animation, blob mesh, blah, 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 is where it's saving it to. So I will check that out and see what it leaves me with. Still rendering. And done? Maybe. All right, cool. Let's find it. Here we are. Animation. And here's my finished product. So this is basically it. Once you put all those things together in Premiere, easy to put together and render out right here in MP4 format. So it's good to go, ready to jump on YouTube and go viral with all your craziness. So that's pretty much it for compiling all these together. And any questions, if you want to get into effects, that's great. Jump on it. You can move these aside if you want to do like an intro effect or something like that. Go for it. If you got time for it, especially if you don't have time for it, maybe come back to that later. So yeah, let's just call it quits now on that, and we're done. So thanks a lot, guys.